On a beautiful Saturday morning in January, as constituents gathered to meet their congresswoman on the corner, time suddenly seemed to stop.
I heard a pop, and I knew instantly it was gunfire.
It's mostly a blur. This all happened in a matter of seconds.
6 killed, 13 more wounded in a matter of moments, and it could have been even worse if not for heroes who stepped in.
He was pulling a magazine out of his left pocket. He dropped it on the sidewalk, and I was able to get the magazine before he could.
And before Tucson could begin to grieve or even comprehend everything that had happened, the community clung to hope. Somehow, Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords survived a point-blank gunshot through her head.
I'm about as optimistic as it can get in this situation.
Tucson began the healing process later that week as President Barack Obama arrived in town for a memorial service.
There is nothing I can say that will fill the sudden hole torn in your hearts. But know this, the hopes of a nation are here tonight.
Not long after, shooting victims who didn't survive were laid to rest.
Just 9 years old she was, but she has found her dwelling place in God's mansion. She went home.
All along, the community found solace at makeshift memorials on the lawn of University Medical Center, at Giffords' Midtown office, and at the shooting scene. Shortly thereafter, Giffords left Tucson and University Medical Center to continue her recovery at a rehab center in Houston. As the weeks went by, heroes continued to be honored and victims remembered. A baseball field named for the youngest who died, Christina Taylor Green.
She's not here, and that's very difficult. We can't, we can't bring her back. But I think the way this community has tried to honor her, makes us very proud.
Eventually, the man charged with causing the tragedy faced his accusations in court. Jared Loeffner pleaded not guilty and months later was found incompetent to stand trial. He drove that point home with a courtroom outburst, screaming, "Thank you for the free kill. She died right in front of me."
You don't have to be a professional psychiatrist to know that the boy is disturbed.
Weeks became months, and Congresswoman Giffords continued to improve and began to speak at the rehab center. Shortly after she was released, the first photos of her since the shooting were shown to the public. While questions remain of the Congresswoman's political future and when Loeffner will be deemed competent to stand trial, life in Tucson continues, the community forever changed, and many hope forever stronger.